spiritual events directory, Awaken Your Inner Power. I was already started this and realized that I was actually live streaming to the wrong page. So I've stopped that and I am now on and running here. So my apologies if I'm a little bit late, and I really do thank you for your patience. And just let me know if you're here and where you're tuning in from. I would love to know. Amy, hello, my dear. Welcome today. And I was just saying, I don't know if you saw that, but I actually was live streaming to one of my other pages because I didn't change it. So I have got a really big topic today because I think that it's important for everyone to know how this can affect anyone. And this morning, I just woke up feeling really, really flat, and I couldn't understand why or what was going on. And it really did affect me in my energy. So I've got this all set up now, so I'm ready to run. And it really did affect my energy. And so I know that this can happen to anyone, just depending on what's been going on. And Amy, as you know, we had a hiccup yesterday with our masterclass, and we have rescheduled that for next Thursday at 10 a.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. And we have everything running smoothly, all due to some technical hiccups that were going on. And, you know, it just wasn't viable to run it at such a late stage. And so for us, we would rather be more authentic and show some integrity by rescheduling it and having everyone really stepping in to that space next week. And also it gives an opportunity for other people to actually join us now too. So if the universe is speaking to you about something, please listen. It doesn't always come in the way, shape, or form that you expect it to. And it can really be really very empowering when you take that action. So, you know, it's a great thing for us. And everyone on the show, just let me know where you are tuning in from, because I would love to talk to you personally. So for me, you know, that may have been an overflow from yesterday as to why my energy was really flat and low this morning. But it's really easy to readjust that. And, you know, Amy, you're saying you too, and I know you've had a lot on, and I know you were very excited about joining us yesterday, and I do apologize again for that. But, you know, sometimes there's a reason why all these things don't happen. And, you know, for me, I think just the overflow of all of that and the challenges, because I'm not a highly technical person, then I couldn't see any reason for it not to work. And it really did show up only when I went to shut my computer down, that there was an automatic update that occurred and it needed to restart in order for us to live stream that. So, you know, the simplest of little things. And I had thought, do I shut my computer down? But then I didn't want to lose what we were doing and have to re-enter all of that. So, you know, you really sometimes can struggle, and you should just go with your gut. So today, hi Marlene, welcome from Auckland in New Zealand. I'm so glad you could join us. So, you know, when you are feeling flat or your energy feels a little bit low, sometimes it's a really good thing. And what I did this morning was I wrote out some affirmations. I really started to do some breathing to reconnect to within myself, just to connect with that breath and connect with myself and give myself the space to really be able to clear my mind with the struggling of, you know, with the struggles of low energy. And so that's what I did. And then I actually messaged somebody, a friend of mine, as well about something. And as soon as I started talking to her, while I went down, I actually picked up really quickly because her energy was high. So if you've got somebody who's always got really high energy that's not draining, it's always a good thing to speak to them as well. So, you know, they're just some really simple things that you can do that can help you out, that can do that. But, you know, I find writing those affirmations and really connecting with the breath and clearing that mind, giving you that moment to clear the mind and find the space to realign that energy really works wonders. So, you know, that's why I've chosen this topic today, because it happens to all of us. And I can assure you that, you know, people like Richard Branson, Oprah Winfrey, I am pretty sure they're not going to be on this high even keel every single day. I'm sure they're going to come up against challenges that will affect the way that they think, feel, and are willing to look for the solutions quickly to be able to change that. So really, really can make a big, big difference. And I've got a really dry spot in my throat, so I'm just going to have a drink. And so, you know, that brings me to, you know, how things do affect you in your life that you really don't need to be so concerned about. You know, the more energy that you put into the low energy, the more energy you put into whatever negative thoughts are coming into your mind, the less likely you are to move through that quickly. So if you're seeing something that is high energy at the moment coming from me, it's because I've really learned to master how to do that and show up with that energy flow. And I know when I'm done here, I'm going to still be on that high energy. So it's really important to understand that once you start working through those things, it's really easy to do that. And I'm seeing quite a few people on here, and yet I'm not able to see who you are. So please let me know where you're tuning in from. I would love to know more about where you're from, what you're doing, and, you know, if you're in business. Marlene, I don't know what you do. Do you work for someone? Do you work for yourself? Are you a stay-at-home mum? What's your story? Let's share this information and really work together to try and give everybody the best possible information today, because that's what I do. This is all free. This costs you nothing apart from a bit of time to jump in and ask questions. Take advantage of being in this position, because, you know, that's what I'm here for. So I like to really be able to give you the information that you're looking for. Hi, Perla, welcome today. How are you? And thank you for joining us all the way from Wollongong in New South Wales. It's a pleasure to be here and to really provide this information that I provide each and every week. So talk to me about what's going on, when and how, or what sort of things affect you to lower your energy, and, you know, how you can work through that simply. And I've just earlier given a few really easy tips on how to do that. So if you didn't see the beginning of this, it's really well worth looking at that and being able to step into that energy, because, you know, it does make a big, big difference. Perla, I would like to know, a retreat I have planned will be successful. Well, tell me what you're doing, Perla. How are you marketing that? What are you doing? I like to get deep into what's going on, and I'm really inspired that you're doing that, because I think it's amazing. And where are you running it? You know, what sort of retreat is it? What's your marketing? Let's have a look at all the information. So question by question, please pop them in, and let's have a look at what I can give you to work a little bit harder at making that happen. So hi, Tammy. Good afternoon to you too, and thank you so much for joining us today. It's a pleasure to have you on here, and it's an absolute privilege for me to be here and share this information each and every week at 12 o'clock Australian Eastern Standard Time, which is actually Brisbane time. So, yeah, talk to me, Perla, more about that. I would love to know. Gabby, hi, welcome. Morwell in Victoria. I'd like to know, will this current situation pass? You know what? That's a really great question, and anxiety is a really funny one. Anxiety is something that changing the terminology and the language that you use around that can actually change the structure of how you're feeling. Because when you sit there, and you can do this while I'm talking to you, when you're talking about I have anxiety, it's like a harsh word. I have and I can't even get the word out because I don't suffer from it, and I really, my throat was actually closing up each time I went to say the word. So for me, it's not a good word for me to even say. And what I would recommend is changing the language around that. So, for instance, instead of saying that you're feeling a little bit anxious about things, maybe turn that into, I feel really a little bit fluttery. And, that associates with butterflies, which is a fluttering, which is a positive thing. And, work through that by just tapping into the breath, looking at when do you feel like that? Like, what are you about to do when you get that feeling of anxiousness? And, start looking at that as, I'm feeling a little bit fluttery, or I feel like I'm not sure what the outcome is going to be. See, sometimes this can actually be a fear of moving forward, or a way to sabotage what you're about to do as well. So let me know more about that, Powerr, through Facebook event. It will be drum, sing, dance with a healing element. Oh my gosh, that sounds amazing. I work with the voice and rhythm. Beautiful. An advanced sacred sound practitioner. Awesome. Weekend is planned for March. Okay, so you've got lots of time to be targeting your audience. 2020. So there's lots of things there that you've given, like, what is the advertising picture like? What, is it something that's going to, and if you do healing, you would be able to tap into an energy and an insight into a higher source that can provide you through meditation, what to use, what words to use. There's so many words out there at the moment that are truly overused, and all the marketers are using that at the moment because it's what works. But, what's your point of difference going to be in that? And really, marketing is all about not marketing the event, it's marketing the emotion and the feeling that they're going to get and walk away with at the end of that, which I'm sure that and really put in some, live videos around the event, and, because Facebook loves that and it really attracts more. Maybe, I don't like saying, use some Facebook advertising, but you can do a trial on an audience that you're trying to attract. Who is your audience? What's their age group? What do they do for a living? Is it all genders? Is it a female retreat? All of these questions have to come in so that you really funnel into, what are you giving away for that? What are you leading into? Have you got an opt-in page? All of these things, it's really quite a big picture that you are really wanting to be looking at. So I'm not sure if that's everything that you have in place at the moment. True, like the Powerr, I used quality effects experience. I'm not sure what that is, but that sounds really, really interesting. So yeah, amazing. But all of that information, you know, think about all of those things, and remember, when you're advertising, it's not about who you are or what you've done or how you got there. It's all about your audience. Make it about them. Make it impossible for them to not book a ticket. So I'm happy to have a chat with you at at some stage over the next few weeks and just try and nut out a little bit of information. I offer a call through the spiritual events program. Obviously it's going to be a little bit more than 15 minutes, and I'm happy to spend that time with you for half an hour to nut out some stuff. So if you come ready for that with those questions, you know, I'm more than happy to sit down with you and work out some stuff for you over Zoom where we can see the information. You can show me some stuff perhaps through your computer that you're doing, so that, you know, if there's anything that I can provide you, any information I can provide you with after that would be great. So Gabby, I saw another note from you, Gabby. Oh, it's the thoughts that keep it going. Okay, so the thoughts that keep it going, what are your thoughts? Is it something in particular, or is it the thoughts as in the fear that you're going to get another attacker feeling anxious? Because if that's it, then it's a matter of intercepting those thoughts as they come through and, really be able to work out what's causing those thoughts, where they come from, and look at being able to retreat those thoughts into and bringing out something more positive, a trigger that can actually help you out with that. So not sure, because it's a little bit vague still around the thoughts, you know, changing that language, thinking of fluttering, which brings in butterflies, which brings in flowers, and, you know, grounding and all those sorts of things can actually change the energy around that in itself. So you're very welcome, Powerr. No problem at all. So if you go to the spiritual events page, you can see where they have a booking. You'll be able to see where that comes into their services. Go to their services tab and you'll be able to book in a session with me. That's absolutely fine. So I'm more than happy to do that with you, and I will spend as much time as it takes, because I do realize that this is a little bit deeper maybe than what my normal service is, and I'm happy to do that for you. That's not a problem at all. So thank you. And also, Powerr, you know, it might be something that you're interested in, I don't know, but there is, just fortunately for you at this point in time, I was supposed to run a joint masterclass yesterday, which is actually being postponed till next week. And that's all about the feng shui object placement and energy flow. And also, with me, the behavior breakthroughs on mindfulness. That might be a really good thing for you to come to as well. Because I know that your life will be completely different and your thought processes will be completely different with that content. We're offering 2 for 1. So if you're doing this retreat with someone, bring them along with you. It's all online, so it's a 2 for 1 offer. And it really is amazing information that you're going to benefit. And you're going to walk away from that not being the same person that you were when you started. So that's really exciting. And I don't want to, push on about my masterclass too much, but I really do believe that, if there's an energy shift that needs to take place through object placement with feng shui, then it could be something really simple that needs to be changed in order for you to really step up and step into this retreat. And also remember that, when you've got your niche clients down pat to who you want that to be, then, you can step into being who that person is. So lift your energy to be that person. Also from the masterclass, you will get a free 30-minute call with me as well. So register for the masterclass, get your free 30-minute call with me, as well as the other bonuses. And, that might be something that might help you out as well. So it's up to you, but, you can either book a call through Spiritual Events, or you can book a 30-minute call with me after the masterclass if you attend the masterclass. So just a couple of options there for you. And as I said, I don't want to bang on about the masterclass too much, because I really do believe that, Amy's booked in and she's really excited about being there. So Amy, I thought it was really funny that you realized after you registered that you actually had an appointment and wouldn't be able to stay for the whole masterclass. It's just funny how the universe brings in things to suit you. So next week, hopefully you don't have an appointment partway through and you can sit through the whole lot. Although you do get the recording, you are going to be a life member of this group. And this is a one-time only. We're not running this masterclass again. So it's really important that you understand that once this masterclass is done, you've got that recording, for so long. And you've also got the support of the other people in the group. So what can I say? That speaks volumes in itself. And we've got huge bonuses to go with that as well. So I'm really excited. Thank you so much, Amy. If you don't mind, at some stage, if you come across the promo, please feel free to promote it as well, because we've only got a week to go now and we know that we're all set to go. We're not going to have any technical issues. And I'm really excited about being there next week. So Powerr, whatever you decide to do, I would love to know, either way, I'm happy to have a chat with you. So see how you go and see how you feel about that. But definitely, I think you've got a great thing ahead of you in this retreat, and I just think it's amazing. So well done. Gabby, if you've got any more questions on this, I would love to know as well. So if you want to expand, if you are able to expand on that feelings of anxiousness, that would be great. And that way we can really look at some further things that might be able to help you out as well. So, that's what I'm here for. Ask the questions while I'm here, because as I said, this is free information. This is my time that I give up to be able to provide a wonderful tribe the information that they want. Oh, that might be yours, because I'm actually looking at the replay and it's flowing quite well. So I'm not sure if it might be your internet, Powerr, but mine seems to be, and I'm looking at it on my phone as well. So it all looks fine there. So it could be yours. Maybe refresh the page. Says me, who has no technical ability at all as far as that goes. Although I have to say I'm very proud of myself, because I've managed to do all the technical stuff on this masterclass and work out exactly what needs to be done. So yay me. And celebrate everything. Celebrate. Thanks, Amy. No issues with you. Okay, yeah, I think it's definitely could be you, Powerr. So, oh yeah, okay, cool. So, it's really encouraging to remember that your mind is overridden by your subconscious. consciousness, and your subconscious mind is going to try and override any positivity that it can, unless you're doing it really regularly. And what I mean by that is we're programmed basically to live in a negative mindset and a negative world, and there's more negativity to get through than there is positivity, which is a real shame, because most of us like to not sit and dwell on that negative influence that we have. So by celebrating everything, even Gabby, even with thoughts of that anxiousness, if you're able to intercept that thought and think fluttery, butterflies, celebrate that with all your might, because the more you celebrate what you have been able to do, even though it started as a negativity, then you turn it into a positive outcome, then you will start to override that larger portion of negativity in your subconscious mind, which overrides your consciousness, and turn that into a more positive thing. And so the more you celebrate, the more that your subconsciousness will understand that, and the more that you're absolutely able to really cut through and become more and more positive on a daily basis. And it's powerful. That is so powerful in itself. So, that's awakening an inner power that you don't even realize, a lot of people don't realize exists. So they don't understand the reasons behind why they feel like they feel or where they come from. And a lot of the time, that energy is not even yours. Gabby, actually, this is a piece of gold information for you. If you're feeling like that, then tap into where that energy comes from, because sometimes it can be about the person or the place that you're going to, which has a lot of energy in it, and somebody else could be feeling that, rather than it being your energy. When you know where that energy comes from, just tap into it, acknowledge it, and redirect it, and then you can move it away from being in your space. And I would just always think about that fluttery, butterflies, flowers, whenever those feelings come up. So I hope that's really helped you, Gabby. Jessie, hi, welcome to the show. So pleased to have you here. Jessie, where are you tuning in from? That would be great if you could let us know where you're tuning in from. And if you've got any questions today for me, please pop them in the comments. And, anybody else got any information that they want to share with me at the moment? We're half an hour into the show. We've got 30 minutes left, and I really want to be able to give you as much information that I possibly can, because a lot happens, and I know that a lot of people come on with about 20 minutes to go, and I don't always have time to speak to them. So let me know if you've got any questions while I have a quick drink of water. Oh, up in the Whitsundays, have you copped some wind and rain over the last few days? I know it went through Brisbane yesterday. It was moving pretty fast, but I don't know if you've had any really bad winds up there over the last few days, because the weather's been all over the place. So, but what a beautiful spot to live. I'm so jealous. Not really. I think that, that's amazing. Would love a bit of direction for your future. All right, tell me more about that, Jessie. Tell me what you're looking for, what you do now, what's going on that's created a new thought process around what you want to do, or what, if there is something there that you need to look at. So let me know what's happening. I'd love to know more so we can tap into because we know everything is cause and effect. There's a root cause to every thought, action, feeling, emotion that comes up. So if we can really look at that, that would be great. No rain, but they always call bow and blow. But it is heavenly, yes. I know. I've been to Hamilton Island, but not quite Bowen, and definitely not to, what's the other place up there that near Hamilton Island? Can't remember the name of the place. Gosh, blank. Don't know what's going on there. But yeah, beautiful. Yes. So tap into a few more questions around that feeling for your direction for the future, so we can get some answers for you today, Jessie. I'd love to be able to help you out. Oh, I think my internet just had a bit of a still moment just then. So I'm just going to watch it on the... very, very slightly. But it's so intermittent with the internet, isn't it? It's like some days are great, some days are not so great. So I'm currently a stay-at-home mama to 3 beautiful babes, and don't want to go back into full-time work. I don't blame you. Especially if they're small children, I want something I can work around our family. We have a beautiful home with a self-contained granny flat with 2-bedroom shop. Ellie Beach, that's the name of the place I was trying to think of. Gosh, don't know why I was so blank on that. Okay, so before you had children, Jessie, what was your forte? Like what do you do that you're really good at on a daily basis, or regular basis, where you're currently not generating income, but you're really passionate about? So let's have a look at those things to start with, and then we can look at some more information around that. So it's really important to really tap into, especially if you've got 3 small children that you don't want to leave. And I don't blame you. That is so hard to leave those children to be able to do other things. So let me know what is it that you really feel passionate and feel like it's your purpose. So if you can answer that for me, that would be awesome. And I might be able to give you some direction about how to go about that. So it's really important to know a little bit more, and I don't mean to push you for that. If it's really personal, book a session with me through the Spiritual Events Directory. There's a call under services with me that you can book, and I'm more than happy to have a chat with you around that. So that would be really helpful as well, because I'll be able to tap into your energy as a soul person to be able to do that. People, food, family, happiness. Work very hard on personal development. Yes, otherwise you wouldn't be here. I previously ran a chemical business, then worked in a bank. Didn't love either, but enjoyed helping people. Okay. Week on, week off. So he's FIFO. Okay. Hi, Christy. Welcome to the show. Okay, so there's a very broad aspect of what you're really passionate about. That will take one-on-one time for us to tap into, because there'll be a number of questions that I need to ask you around each one that will bring out exactly what it is that you want to do. And plus I can look at more at the ages of your children, what's going to be appropriate for you to do, all that sort of stuff. But it's going to be better to work one-on-one with you. So if you wanted to go to the services area of the Spiritual Events Directory, book in some time with me, And, it would, I've got people sending me messages on Facebook. It's like, go away. So yeah, it would be really great to have that one-on-one time, because then it can be very quick exchange of what it's about. And, I'd be more than happy to help you out with that. Absolutely more than happy to help you out with that. And, Amy has done some calls with me. And, I'm sure that, Amy wouldn't mind popping in what she got from that, so that, you don't have to take my word for it. You can listen to somebody else that has done a little bit of work with me, and we continue to communicate regularly as well. So it's really great to be able to have somebody else's input into how that works. So I would love to know if you pick up on anything. Anything is a very big thing, Christy. What are you looking for? What is the energy that you're looking to? What's the real question behind picking up on anything? There is, a deeper level of what your question is around, and I would love to be able to help you out on that. We have 22 minutes left, and actually 24 minutes left. And I really do want to be able to give you valuable information. You're welcome, Jessie. You're very welcome. But I know that we can solve this really quickly for you if you do book that service through Spiritual Events Directory. That'd be great. So, Christy, think about what it is that you really want to ask, so that we can tap into that more and look at that on a deeper level. Do you see any children for me? What's your current situation, Christy? It's are you married? Are you single? Are you with a partner? Are you trying to have children? What is the situation? So this is something that's really, really important to understand. You're in a relationship, and are both of you wanting children? Are you trying to have children? What's the situation there? What do you need direction with, Helen? Welcome to the show, by the way. Hello, and how are you? Happy to answer that if you can be very specific about what you're asking for, because it is everything happens for a reason, and things are on a much deeper level than just a question. So you're trying to have children. So often there's a block in the flow of energy, and there's many different things that you can do there. So I would look at what's blocking you around the sacral chakra and also the heart chakra. Are you completely, unconditionally in love with yourself? Is this the right relationship for you to be in? Is it your soulmate? And is it reciprocated? What are the circumstances? So there's an energy, the flow of energy is blocked if you've been trying for some time and not able to hold on to, or not able to have children. So I would definitely be looking at opening up those areas and looking at what the energy flow is around that, and releasing anything that is not serving you, and allowing that flow to open up to really be able to embrace that falling pregnant. But also look at your self-love. Do you look in the mirror every day and are completely 100% totally unconditionally love yourself? Because you're the one person that is going to be bringing somebody else into the world that needs unconditional love, but you need unconditional love first. So that's very not superficial, but that's very surface information. But that's what I can that's what I can advise you at the moment, because I don't want to get too personal on this. I know that this can be a very personal journey, so I don't want to put any pressure on you there. Hopefully that's helped. Who else? Helen needed some direction. Getting over cancer. Wow. Okay. Okay, Christy, that's great. Getting over cancer. That's huge. Have you been cleared of cancer to date? Can't get back to it. Okay, have you been, you're very welcome, Christy. Hopefully that's helped. Helen, first of all, have you been cleared from cancer? And what's stopping you from getting back to that normality? Just if you can give me a little bit more information, I'd love to be able to answer that for you. That's a really tough one. So yes, you've been cleared. Awesome. And what are you trying to get back into doing that you're not able to do? How long ago were you cleared? Like, how long ago did you go through this? Because I think everything takes time. So if you can, let me know a little bit more. That's great. And tough journey for everyone. I don't know, I just feel like I am frozen in time. Okay. Did you work before? Is there something that you're wanting to do, but now you're concerned about that? Frozen in time. Finished in January, so it's about 8 months, 9 months. Okay. So when you think about what you're wanting to do or achieve, what is it? And I know you say that you feel like you're frozen in time. What specifically is it that makes you feel like you're not able to do that? If you really think about what it is, looked after your grandchildren. Okay. I'm just trying to understand this a little bit more. So maybe it's time for you to do something for you. Maybe this is the time for you to make the most out of what life you've got. And again, looking at what it is that you love to do. What is it that you absolutely really enjoy? What brings you joy when you do it? You know, it might be a hobby, it might be something really simple. So what is the one thing that you do that really does bring you a lot of joy and happiness? Because cancer can't take away your happiness and it can't take away your joy, only if you allow it to. So, you know, it seems like cancer might still be trying to control you, the fear of that, but now's not really the time to be feeling that. Now is the time to really get into that moment of what brings you all that joy and happiness. Really is, really is. So maybe there's something there. And if you don't know what that is, then what I would highly recommend is start to journal. Start writing down. I feel like I'm frozen in time. What is the reason for that? How can I feel better about that tomorrow? What actions can I take to take a step forward? You know, what are the feelings and emotions that come up with each one of those questions that you're asking? And really look at what results you get from that. What is it that I really love to do? What brings me true joy and happiness? Do I need to start looking at, you know, loving myself more? And, you know, all of this, journal all of this information, because journaling all this information is really going to give you some ideas about your true emotions and feelings. And, you know, if it brings you to a point of breaking down and sobbing, that's okay, because that's a release. So don't do this with the expectation that if you do start feeling very emotional, that it's not worth doing. Take that on. You know, look at it head on and really associate that as a huge release. Okay. So, all right, they don't seem to understand what you've been through, but what are you wanting them to understand? And all these questions are with the utmost respect, don't get me wrong. What is it about that you want them to understand? You've been cleared from cancer. You have a whole new opportunity to live the life that you truly want to live. It seems to me that frozen in time is because you don't want to move forward. You want to continue living in that. I used to interact, CWA, scrapbooking, sewing, family. Okay. So take out the family side. And I mean that because that could be a distraction for you at the moment. Do that journaling. Don't expect them to understand. That's just, I don't know why I've said that, but that's just something that came in. So don't expect them to understand. It's not, and don't use that as a reason why you can't move forward. You know, as I said, I look at that, you feel like you're frozen in time, and I feel like that is something that you've created because there must be a fear that's still there. And all this can come up, in your journaling. I think it's really important because that will help you, and then it will also help you to break down exactly what you do want to do, you know, whether it is going back to the CWA or whether it's something on a bit of a bigger level that you can do with balance in your life as well. So bringing that balance so you really do understand a lot more information around who you are, what you're capable of doing, and being able to utilize all of that for the purpose of really living a life that you want and not living a life that they expect you to live. Don't give them permission to bring an onslaught of family into your life if you're not ready for that. And the reason that I say that is because start loving yourself again. Start understanding that you are so important and that your purpose for you being here, that journey that you went on with cancer, was for a reason. And there's so much more to your life now that you're through that. And that I just got this enormous amount of happiness that just dropped in when I said that. So it was almost like a chuckle. So that's where you're at the moment. Really find that, and you've got a big message to and a gift to share with the world. And it's time for you to start doing that for you. And I think that's the really big message that you can take away from today. So, you know, understand that you are so important, and you are here for a reason. And the journey you've been through was for a reason. You know, it's really super important. Really super important. So anybody else got any more questions? We have 8 minutes to go. 8 or so minutes to go. Actually, I was a couple of minutes late jumping on, so you're very welcome, Helen. If you've got any questions, please, you know, either book a service, go onto the services tab and book a call with me, or you know, you can message me if you want to through my Unique Vibrations page. You know, I'm happy to answer any questions that you might have. And, you know, I just feel that there's more to your life that you're about to jump into, which is awesome. Really is awesome. So who else has some questions? We are, Christy, hopefully that's helped. Perla, we've talked to you about that. If you've got any more questions, Christy or Perla, let me know. Jessie, if there's anything else that you want to know, please let me know. Amy, if you're still on, let me know if there's anything else that you want to know today. Gabby, let me know how you feel about that information that we gave you around that change in thought process. And Marlene, I'm not sure if you're still here. If you've got any questions, perfect. No problem, Helen. My pleasure. My absolute pleasure. And, you know, that's why I like this show, because I'm able to help people. And that's what I do. You know, this costs you nothing but some time. So I would highly recommend that we do look at some other things. And every week I have different people coming on this show. You know, I'd like to build a tribe where there's a lot of information and a lot of people out there that don't even realize. So, you know what happens when you start sharing information on Facebook from an expert, then that gives you more visibility. That person that you're looking for might just be waiting for you to share this, so that they can then associate with you via me to connect on some level. You don't know what the universe has out there for you. Paula, thank you, Donna, for your advice and time. Oh, no problem, Paula. Please don't forget to book in a session if you want more information, because that would be great. I'd love to get that detail down pat for you, and you know, offer you some better solutions and outcomes for your retreat, which sounds amazing, I might add. So yeah, that's you know, that's what it's about. This is not about sharing it for me. This is about sharing it for you to be able to pick up some energy and pick up some detail. And like I said, if people see that you're sharing information from an expert, then they're associating you with that expert, which actually gives you more visibility and more connection as well. So that's amazing in itself. Now, look, I did talk at the beginning that I do have this masterclass that is coming up, and I need to change my link there. So this was postponed from yesterday due to some technical issues. The Life's a Choice masterclass is on next Thursday at 10 a.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. I know that you are not going to be the same person when you leave that masterclass as you were when you came on. We have a 2-for-1 offer. We have bonuses Barbie Cawthon, that I am sharing this platform with, is doing a 3-dimensional crystal reading. That's past, present, and future. Barbie is a crystal alchemist. She's a feng shui expert with over 30 years experience. She's a Reiki master. She has loads of experience that she can really bring value to you. You will get a 30-minute call from Barbie and from myself to talk more about what your journey is and what you want to do. You will be able to click that link after the live is closed. Also, we have got a 2-for-1 offer. So if you have a friend that wants to join you, or you want to gift a ticket, you pay the same price for one as you do for two. 2-for-1. It is so invaluable. This is priceless. And plus, we've got your secret Facebook group that you get access to connect with other people, network with others, work out what's working, what's not working. And also, there's so much more that you're going to get out of this. You know, we've got a few surprises in line for you afterwards as well. So, you know, there's huge amounts of benefits that you're going to get. But we know that this information, when you put all this into action, that we guarantee you will get results like you've never received before. So if that's something you're interested in, book your 2-for-1 ticket. And I really do look forward to doing this next Thursday. There's a reason you're on this call today. And, you know, the universe presents opportunities all the time. One of them might be to have a conversation with me one-on-one. One of them might be to attend the masterclass. One of them might just simply be to connect and follow and understand that every week when I come on this show at 12 o'clock Australian Eastern Standard Time, that there is something that you will take away from it. Whatever it is for you, you are so extraordinary. You are worth it. You are deserving of what you are, who you are, and the reason that you're in this universe, to bring balance and flow within the whole universe. And, you know, that's really important that you understand that, because everything you do is valuable. You've got a gift to share, whatever that gift is, you know, whatever you have a voice for. It's your time to link into that and really connect with your inner self and awaken that inner power that you have deep down in your soul that you haven't allowed out for whatever reason. You know, if you've ever had, and look, this is just a little bit of information which is really interesting as well. If you have ever had stomach issues, it's because you've suppressed information that you've wanted to verbalize and not been able to, causing stomach issues. That is a fact. You know, I work with some of the most amazing coaches in the world who, you know, take me to another level, because I'm not happy to play small. I'm happy to open up, be uncomfortable, stretch myself, and really make the most of my life and my business, because I want to live a life that I choose to live. I want to make decisions bigger and better than what I'm doing at the moment. And we all have that power within us. So until next week, I really do appreciate every one of you being here. You are absolutely extraordinary. You have a purpose in life. Tap into that and find out what it is. Love yourself unconditionally each and every day, and start to understand why you are here. Until next week, I am so grateful that you have all been here sharing your time with me. It's a pleasure. It's a joy. and it's an absolute privilege to serve you on this show. Bye for now.